summer, a lot of stores had a Star Wars Day sale. What this was the celebration of the release of the new merchandise for Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. They were releasing all the new Funko figures, all the new toys, all the new gadgets and t-shirts, basically everything that they were going to be selling that had pictures and figures of the new Star Wars stuff. They were releasing it on that day. So a lot of stores were taking advantage of that, and I don't want to say taking advantage of that because it's a big deal. It's, it's a new Star Wars, it's merchandise, so they were, having a sale on it. I think it was a good marketing strategy. As a big Star Wars fan, I did not participate in this sale, and there's a reason for that. If you've ever seen the movie Fanboys, it's about a group of friends who they've been, lifelong Star Wars fans, and it takes place a little before the Phantom Menace releases. To start the new trilogy, they make a plan and go on this road trip to Skywalker Ranch to steal a copy of the Phantom Menace and watch it before anyone else. In that movie, Seth Rogen is in it a few times. He actually has 3 different parts. He plays 3 different people. One of which is redneck pimp Seth Rogen. He finds out they're Star Wars fans, and he's like, oh, I'm a Star Wars fan too. And he shows he has all these tattoo sleeves of Star Wars. He has like the Empire on one arm and the Rebellion on the other arm. And then he shows the piece de resistance of his Star Wars tattoo collection on his back. And it is a giant portrait of Jar Jar Binks and young Anakin Skywalker throwing up peace signs. And he is so excited about that tattoo because he knows that Jar Jar Binks is going to be the coolest character there's ever been in Star Wars. As we all know, Jar Jar Binks is one of the more hated characters, not just in the Star Wars universe and fandom, but just in general of movies and pop culture. I don't think anyone except George Lucas likes Jar Jar Binks. So the reason I'm telling you about this movie and about this character is because I don't want that to happen to me with Star Wars Episode 7 merchandise. I don't want to, buy the characters of Kylo Ren or the new characters because they look so awesome in the trailers, but I really don't know them yet. I mean, we haven't seen the movie. It doesn't come out until December. It's only a couple months away, about 2.5 months away. But I don't know who the characters are. I don't know them. I know their names, and I've seen them in the trailers, but ultimately I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are about. I don't know if one of these will be my new favorite character in Star Wars, or will I still go back to my favorite characters being Han. I don't know the characters yet, and I don't want to be disappointed and yay, I have this new character figure and it's going to be awesome, and then it just ends up sucking. And this was a great plan for me. I thought it was rational. I thought it was reasonable. I was going to not buy any of the new merchandise until I saw that. But one day I was walking past my campus bookstore at school, and they were one of the people that took part in the Star Wars Day sale when it happened. So since then they've had in the front of the store a Star Wars setup of just all Star Wars memorabilia, none of which has to do with classes or books or anything. But they've had a Star Wars setup, and I walked past it one day, and they'd added Funko figures. That's right, my school has started selling Funko figures. It is through this that my school will suck every dime out of me, not through tuition. So when I saw that my school was selling Funko figures, I felt compelled to support their enabling of my addiction and buying a Funko figure, and the only ones they had were Captain Phasma, which is the new character. I don't know if it's a good guy or a bad guy. I mean, it's an Imperial Stormtrooper, so obviously it's probably going to be a bad guy, but who knows? Captain Phasma, who is a new character in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, played by Gwendoline Christie, who is Brienne of Tarth in Game of Thrones. So this is Gwendoline Christie playing Captain Phasma, so I bought it, and it was going through my head when I bought it that I'm breaking what I said I was going to do, that I don't want to buy merchandise of the characters since I don't know the characters yet, but I kind of rationaled it off as saying, if Captain Phasma ends up being a crap character, it's still an awesome looking stormtrooper, if anything. So yes, it's Captain Phasma, but it's also a really cool looking stormtrooper. That's basically how I'm feeling about these new merchandise and the new hype going for this merchandise and for these characters before the movies even come out. We don't know the characters. We can sit here and say, yeah, this character is going to be awesome, but we don't know. We haven't seen the movie yet. So I don't want to jump on that bandwagon too much until I see the movie, because it's still possible, and I cross my fingers that this isn't the case. Episode 7 could still suck. It's possible. It's a possibility. I'm genuinely worried that it will, but at the same time, it's J.J. Abrams. I have a lot of faith in him. Hopefully the Force is strong with him. I liked what he did with Star Trek, so hopefully I'll like what he does with Star Wars. We'll see. What do you think about jumping on the new hype train for the Star Wars Episode 7 Force Awakens merchandise? Let me know in the comments. Follow me on all the internets. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Check out my blog for all the reviews I write. Subscribe to my channel so you can geek out some more every Monday and Friday. And definitely have fun. Thanks for watching. So Captain America, Thor, Hulk...